Alright guys, so the final thing that we have to create, and then we could say we are pretty much done with the whole car, but not technically, is the lights that we have on the rear view mirror. I mean, yeah, the side mirrors. So that would be, let me open up this image, let me see. I want to open up, where is this image? This image right here, like this. That is what we're going to open up, and you can see what we have going on in there. That's what we're going to create right now. So as I was saying, it's pretty much the last thing we're going to be doing in this video. Like I said, I asked you guys to create the G500 of this kind of this thing we had going on here on the back. That was the G500. To create that on your own, and now we'll work on this on ourselves. So we're going to start on this one, but like I said, you can see I'm saying we're finished because, like I was saying, I'm going to be creating the suspension and everything else for you guys to actually just import into your 3D model workspace. I'm not going to be doing any tutorials on making that, but I might actually make a time-lapse video as I make it. So there might be a time-lapse video of me making the suspension and everything else, or maybe I might not make it, I'm not sure, but 80% sure I will make it for you guys to see. So yeah, let's get to work on this. Let's finish off the review mirrors. So I want to go into edit mode, select all of those vertices, press period to zoom into that area. And the part that we're going to select out, you can see how this thing looks. So the part that we're going to select out is all of these. Let me see. Let's go into wireframe. Alright, so it selects all the way around. We're going to select all of that. And all of this one right here. I think it goes all the way through as well. So that is all that we need, all of these. So I want to press Shift and D to duplicate it. I want to press P to separate the selection. So let's get out of that. And I want to select that one now. Where is it? There we go. So that's the one I want to select now. And now we're going to make this. Alright, we're going to make this. So how are we going to do this? Let me see. This starts all the way from here, gets somewhere around here, and then drops. You can see right here. It gets somewhere around here, and then it drops. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't think we need the ones in the middle. Okay, so let me put up the subdivision surface. Let me put that off. And let me hide this real quick. So I'm gonna work only with this. So let me dissolve this edge. And let me dissolve that edge. Come on, dissolve edges. Why is it deleting the whole thing? Why is it deleting the whole thing? Alright, dissolve vertices. Did that work? Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's press X and delete only faces. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to take these four now, and I'm going to press F. Take these two and press F all the way to the end, like that. Hold on, let me see. Let me take this ones. Press X and delete the vertices. Let me see. Okay. So let's take them now. Press F all the way to there. Yeah. Okay, so what is next? Let me press Alt and H to bring everything back. Let's take this again. Let's go into edit mode, and let me see. What are we gonna do next is to, let me take this one. I'm gonna press G twice and then slide it down to about here. Alright, like this. And now let me just zoom into this area. I don't know if it's down enough. Let me just press G twice and move this forward. Just press G twice, move it forward to about here. And I think it's down enough. Or maybe let's bring it down some more to about somewhere here. I think that should be good. And I'm gonna take that one and I'm gonna take this one right here. I'm gonna press J to connect them like that. First off, let's take everything, press N, and let's reduce the go into item and let's reduce the bevel weight to 0. Alright, I want to take all of this one, go into wireframe. You can see the ones I'm selecting, that is from here all the way to there. I'm going to delete those vertices, and you can see what we have going on right now. And take a good look. Alright, so I'm going to finish it all the way down here. Now over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, I'm going to take this, I'm going to press G twice, and let me move it all the way. Oh, let me take this one instead. I'm going to press G twice and move it all the way here. Now I'm going to take these two, press Ctrl B, and let's bevel this to about this point. I'm going to take this one now, I'm going to press G twice and slide it down to about here. Now I'm going to take I'm going to take that one, that vertex there, and then let me take this one first. Let me take both of them for that matter. I'm going to press G twice and slide it down to there. I'm going to take this, slide it up. I'm going to take that one and then this one. That is the vertex in the middle here. I want to press J to connect them all. I'm going to take all of this and all of that, press X and delete the vertices. And you can see what we have going on. Very nice. Alright, so we're pretty much almost done. This is just the glass on the surface. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, let me enable this subdivision surface and let's see how this looks. Alright, very nice. So you can see it's looking exactly like what we have in the reference image. Not too bad. Just need to move things around a little bit. So let me take everything. Let me press Alt and S and see if that works. Okay, so Alt and S that works, but we have a shrink wrap going on. So we're going to have to use the offset on the shrink wrap instead. So let me get into the shrink wrap modifier like this. I'm going to copy and apply one of it. Alright, and I'm going to offset the shrink wrap a little bit. I think in the negative, no, in the negative direction. Yeah, in the negative direction. So let's go with negative 0.001. Alright, let me see. So negative 0.001 looks about right. Let me see. Yeah, negative 0.001 looks about right. Alright, not bad. So I'm going to go with negative 0.001. Very nice. So all that I'm going to do next is, let me see. Let me take all of this. I want to delete the vertices. Now this is all that we have. I think if we press E, we can actually extrude this. Let me see. Yeah, so all you have to do is press E. Let me get rid of that one again. So we're going to take everything and we're going to press E to extrude it, I think. And I'm going to pull it in until it vanishes over here. It disappears in these areas here, like this. So let's take everything. I'm going to press E and then let's extrude it in until it disappears into the side mirror over there, like that. I'm going to press X and delete the faces. And I'm going to go in here. I'm going to take all of those edges. And let me see, I think we have some edge groups going on. Let me remove that from the edge group, like that. Alright, that is looking good. Or maybe here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to assign it to a new one. Alright, so assign. And let's go in here. Let's copy the shrink wrap modifier. And let's load in the group 001 on this. And we're going to set the offset to 0. Okay, so that is lying right on the surface, like that. I don't know if that is it. Okay, that one is lying on the surface, but not this one. So we're going to use, we're not going to use that one. Instead, we're going to remove the target here. I'm going to use this target, this one right here. So it shrink wraps onto it very nicely like that. You can see that is looking great. I'm just going to get here now, because you can see we have this one flowing all the way out. So let me just zoom in real quick. I'm going to take this one, press G twice, and move it in. Let me move it in some more. And I'm going to take all of these ones here. And we're going to move it. Let me see. Let me enable. Let me click on the, what do you call it? The comma sign. And let's go into the normal view. And I'm going to pull this in to about this point, like that. Alright, so that is good. That is really good. Okay. But this shrink wrap here is not working properly because I think it's too close to that area. So I'm going to take all of these ones. All of these ones. Let's just press G twice. And let's move them out a little bit more. There we go. Just so they shrink wrap to that area instead. Let me take these two. Let me change this back to global. I'm going to pull this in the y-axis all the way out to about here. I'm going to take these two, pull it in the y-axis all the way out to there. Alright, so now let's take these piece by piece and let's pull them back so they're closer to the surface like that. Alright, so G twice. Let's pull them pretty close to the surface, just so they can shrink wrap much more nicely onto it. Now I don't know what is going on here. Let me see. Remove in the sign. Control I, remove in the sign. Okay, so what is going on? Okay, what is this happening over here? I'm not so sure, but let's finish everything else. I'm pretty sure we can fix that later. And just press G twice and slide this back to there. And everything should be looking pretty much close to what we need, like that. Alright, now this area right here, I don't know what is going on. Let's select all of this and let's try moving it out. And let's see what we will have going on. Okay, so just move it in instead. Just pull it in instead. Let me deselect the ones over here. You see, these are the ones I want, yeah. So let's pull it in the y-axis inside. I think that about fixes it. Alright, so let's click on Object and select Shade Smooth. Like that. Alright. So you can see that is looking really good. Now let me just get in here and let me put up the shrink wrap modifier. Let me see what we have going on. Alright, very nice. Okay, so the final thing we're going to do is to add in a bevel modifier. Alright, so I'm going to go over here. Give me a second. Alright, so we're going to go over and click on the edge select mode. And we're going to select all of these. Let me just zoom into this area. Let me press Ctrl and I and hide everything else so I can see things much better. Alright, so I'm going to select all of that, select all of these, select this, and select the ones at the top and bottom, like that. Let's move on to this side. I'm going to take all of these as well. And of course the one, I don't know, maybe just this one, not the one at the top. Alright, and I think the one here too, or maybe just this, I'm not sure. Maybe just that, just this one. And let's increase, let me see, yeah, including this one as well. Nope, that one. Oh, come on. Oh, this one. There we go. So I'm going to press N and we're going to increase the bevel data to a full one. And let's enable the bevel modifier. Let's see how this looks. Alright. So not bad, but I think I'm going to drop this down to, let me see, point. Okay. Are we going higher or lower? I think we need to go. Okay. Let's keep it up 0.1. It's not bad. It's looking good actually. Let me drop this to 1. That might work. Let me go in here. I think we need to add it to this area. So let me take this to press N, increase the bevel weight to a full 1. I'm pretty sure that works nicely. We're going to do the same thing here. Increase the bevel weight to a full 1. And there we go. So yeah, that is looking really good. Alright, let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. And you can see that is looking good. And just take this, get onto the side view. You can see it's overflowing too much. So I'm just going to take all of these and I'm going to move it in the y-axis all the way to this point. Alright, let me take a look. Nice. Let's move it in the x-axis inside like that. Alright, that is looking good. Now all that is left is to add in a solidify modifier. Yeah, a solidify modifier. So let's select this, press Ctrl and I, hide everything else. I'm going to take this, apply the location, rotation, and scale. And let me just minimize this. And let's add in the solidify. So the solidify I'm going to drop down to 0.0001. That is too small, unless I'm wrong. Too small, so let's try 0.0005. Okay, pretty close. Let's go with 7. 0007. There we go. Alright, so that is good enough. That is good enough. Now let me just press Alt and H to bring everything back. One last thing we have to do is to add in that silver lining in the middle. So let's go into edit mode, and how we're going to do that is to, let me take this one, alright? I'm going to press Shift and D to duplicate it, like this. And I'm going to go into local view. And I'm going to go in here. Let me apply the solidify modifier. So I'm going to apply the solidify modifier. And just zoom into to that area right here. This one right here. And I'm gonna press Ctrl and R3 here, delete that vertices, and I'm gonna delete the exterior ones as well. So we have only the ones on the inside. So I'm gonna add in, let me just select everything, press Shift and N to recalculate the normals. I'm gonna add in one more solidify. Alright. So again I'm gonna go with 0.0005. I think that is too much. Let me go with 4. I think that is pretty good. And we're gonna apply that again. So I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna press Ctrl and R3 here, delete the vertices. I'm gonna select the exterior ones and delete those as well. Alright, so you can pretty much see what I'm trying to do here. Should be pretty easy and visible. Let's remove, or let's put off both of the shrink wraps very nicely like that. And now all that we have to do is to, let me see, I'm gonna select all of this, press X and delete the vertices. So we have only the one on the outside. So you can see how this thing goes. Alright, so I'm gonna press, I don't know, let me hide these ones here. Let me hide these two. I'm gonna press Ctrl and R3 here. I'm gonna bring it down to about here. Press Alt and H to bring everything back. I'm gonna take this and then that one, press J to join it. And I'm gonna take all of these, press X and delete the vertices. So you can see what I did there. Alright, so let me just press N and take away all the bevels data like that. And that's it. So let me select everything, press Shift and N to recalculate the normals. And now we're gonna add in a final thing. That is a solidify modifier, and of course only rim. I want to drop this down to 0.0001. That might actually be too less, so let's go with 0.001. And there we go. So let me just get in here, press Ctrl and R, add in 2, and there we go. Alright, very nice. So I'm gonna press the division sign and go back to global view. And that is what we have going on. To make sure it's not eating into the, which you can clearly see, that's what is happening. We're just gonna hide that, and let's see how we can fix this. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult. Let me try moving the whole thing up. Okay, this is gonna be difficult. This is going to be very difficult. Trying to pull all these out. Well, I could say we can keep it like this, but still want to fix this. Let me see. Let me get over here. All right, I'm going to take all of this, pull it in the x-axis all the way out. I'm going to add one in here, pull it out. Nice. Let me take all of these ones here, pull it out like that. And let me see, I'm going to add one in here, pull it out. And I'm pretty sure that will do it. So let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. Pretty sure that'll do it. Let me hide this. Let me see how they are in here. Let's see. Just making sure they don't eat through each other, which they don't. So yeah, that is good. One last thing though is to bring this area down, because I think it's all the way up. So let me hide this, take this, and let me press Ctrl and plus. I'm just gonna move this down, and boom. I think we're done. So let me dissolve this edge. Give me a second, guys. There's someone screaming at our door. I'll be right here. You know, let's finish this. Let me just dissolve this, dissolve that. Let me press Ctrl and R3 here. Let me add in 2. Sorry about that. Let me just add in 2. These people, they just come here and scream at your door. It's so annoying sometimes. Let me undo this. Let me see. Think. Okay, we want to deselect these ones. We don't want these ones to go down. So let's pull this down to there. Let's deselect these as well. Let's pull this down some more. Alright, there we go. So I want to dissolve this edge, dissolve that edge. And let's add in 2 again, so they're in the middle. Like that. And there we go. So let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. Let me hide this. And nice. So that pretty much does it. Let me see. Yeah. That about does it. So you can rename this whatever you want. I will rename it once we finish this. So yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this video. And as I was saying, that means we've actually finished the whole car. That is, if you don't want to do anything else, because I'll be providing you with the suspension and everything else for you to just import into your 3D scene. But if you want to make this yourself, I won't be making any tutorials for it, but I might be making a time-lapse video of me creating these pieces, the rest of the pieces, that is the suspension and everything else, and I'll provide it to you guys. Also, I won't be making the interior. That one I'll be doing on my own. But if I change my mind and I want to make a series on it, it won't actually be a part of this series. It will be a separate series. So yeah, pretty much that would be it. I'll be making everything. Hopefully, I post the time lapse for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. And yeah, so yeah, this could pretty much be the final part, except we also have to make the materials. I don't know if I should be making tutorials or not, or if I should just provide you with the materials and then we just apply it and then get on our way. But I'm thinking I should make tutorials on the material creation as well. But whatever I come up with, I'll let you guys know in the next video. Of course, the next video is going to be time lapse. So in the next video, the next actual video. So yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this video. See you guys in the next video.